Hello everyone and welcome to Film Companion South. In this episode, we're going to be talking about Chimbudeven's Kasada Thapara, which is now streaming on Sony Live. This is a series of 6 short films, and in a season of very underwhelming anthologies, I admit at first I was a little bit terrified about going through another series of short films instead of one solid feature-length narrative. But Chimbudeven does something clever. This is a hyperlink movie, so the 6 short films do in fact add up to the equivalent of one feature film narrative. Now take the opening segment, which is a love story with Premgi and Regina Cassandra. Now this episode could have stopped with the twist we get at the end, but the ripple effects of the actions and the characters are felt all the way through the last scenes of this film. The second story has Shantanu as the son of a gangster played by Sampath. The third story has Sandeep Kishan as a cop who's forced to carry out an encounter operation. Then there's Harish Kalyan, who plays a character who has his eye on making a lot of money in very little time. And after these somewhat urbanish stories, a lot of them are set in localities of South Madras, we go to a village near Mahabalipuram where Vijay Lakshmi plays a young mother with a very young son who is ill and who needs urgent medical treatment. And she gets something that very few actors in Tamil cinema get. She gets a kick-ass action scene which is made all the more memorable because of the desperation her character feels when she is battling this bunch of men. Finally, Venkat Prabhu reappears. We saw him in a cameo in the Premgi Regina Cassandra story right at the beginning. Now he gets his own story. So as a concept, Kasada Thapara is certainly very interesting, and it's very nice to see for a change that good thoughts and good deeds can go punished, that even if we want to do good, the result can sometimes end up being bad. In a Tamil cinema scenario filled with inspirational messages, I found this mild cynicism a little refreshing, and the film is very well mounted with a whole bunch of A-list editors and composers and directors of photography. But like with many films with good concepts, the problem comes from the writing. Now it is filled with heavy dialogue, a lot of exposition, and it strains, the writing really strains to make some of these interlocked connections work between the various stories. Now some of the twists, like the ones in the episodes with Shantanu and Harish Kalyan, are barely believable, and I think it's because of the format, because twist needs a lot of time to build up to the twist. You need to make us care for the characters and what they do. Who they are and what they do is very important. And the short film format doesn't give us enough time to invest in these characters, and as a result, we don't invest in the action or the events around them. Now take the Venkat Prabhu episode. Now in the short film format, it's a very, very sentimental episode. It comes across as overly sentimental, but had it been spread out over a longer period as like one of 3 stories maybe instead of 6, maybe we would have been far more affected by what happens to him and his family. But of course the number needed to be 6 because Kasada Thapara is the Vallinam of the Tamil alphabet, and there are 6 of them. There are 6 letters, and each of these 6 letters form part of the title of each of the episodes. So the number 6 is a given here. As such, the film is an interesting little curio and a reminder that Chimbudeven always tries to do something different. If you like this video, do subscribe to Film Companion South, and see you soon at the movies.